exactly a year after the news of their secret romance forced him off their morning show. How special is that? Let's launch it the day everybody found out about us. Thanksgiving ice cream is number 2. I actually just saw this on the news. Gourmet ice cream chain Salt and Straw is giving desserts fans pumpkin to talk about. With their new festive flavors, including turkey stuffing and cranberry sauce, and cheesy potato casserole available online and in shops. Let me ask all of you right now, do you want your ice cream to taste like turkeys or potato casserole? I'd probably be okay with the cranberry ice cream, but not the other two. Number 3, a Simpsons shake-up. After 35 seasons, Homer is releasing his iron grip on part that is. The often exasperated dad won't be shown squeezing his son's neck into his eyes bulge. Times have changed, Homer declared during the 3rd episode of the season. I guess they don't want to show violence towards your children, which Homer did a lot of. So that's a good thing, I guess. Number 4, Yellowstone's finale updates. Now, I just started watching Yellowstone because they had it on CBS, I guess, during the writers and actors strike. And it was on Sundays before Big Brother, so I have watched a couple episodes. Hold your horses. The last episode of Kevin Costner's Yellowstone series won't premiere until November of 2024. But it's not the end of this. It's not the end of the road. 2 more spin-off shows have been ordered. So for you, those of you that watch Yellowstone, like I said, I've only watched a couple, I think 4 episodes I've watched of the 1st season. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Number 5, late night new queen, stand-up comedian Taylor Tomlinson, 30, will be the youngest late-night host by decades, as well as the only female when CBS new show After Midnight debuts in early 2024. Kudos to you. I stopped watching late night when Jay Leno left. I used to love to watch. Well, when Johnny was on, I would watch Johnny Carson. I would watch David Letterman. I watched Jay Leno. I watched Craig Ferguson. I loved the Craig Ferguson show. Haven't watched late night since then, though. Yeah. Nature's mic drop. Natural diamond engagement ring. A diamond is forever. Not necessarily who gave you the diamond, but the diamond Jessica Chastain here, and Lupita Nyong'o, very pretty women, and then Keanu Reeves and his girlfriend Alexandra Grant. I always think about Keanu Reeves as Bill and Ted, and I know he played in Speed, I know he played in The Matrix, I know he's John Wick, but for my 80s self, I will always remember him in Bill and Ted. I just do. And he was also in a movie, it was called Permanent Record, in the 80s as well, and that was a very good movie. We have more celebrities over here. We have Prince William. Let's see, Taylor Smith, Brittany Mahomes, and Selena Gomez. Oh, the new cast of Wicked. Well, that's Kristen Chenoweth, who played the Good Witch, Idina Menzel, and these are the new people right here that play in Wicked. Sheryl Crow and Willie Nelson. I think they were both inducted into this year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And this is Aquafina. Aquafina, if you've not seen Quiz Lady yet, I do believe Quiz Lady's on Hulu. If you have not seen that yet and you're just wanting to watch a little quirky, fun little movie, I love her. I love her in that. Sandra Oh is also in it. Cute, cute little movie. I recommend that. Oh, looks like people got married. Well, we have Justin Theroux and his dog. They didn't get married, they're just right there. We have Jax married Brave Greg, which TikTok star Jax, he's probably going to be mad at me because I don't know who he is. I have a TikTok account, but I've only posted very, very few HGTV series with them as host. Working title, Philanthropy. Concept that they build and sell mirror-sheltered eco-homes, $800,000 plus, while also finding new houses and jobs for the underprivileged minority residents who are destined regrettably to be displaced by the rising property values. Whitney is supremely sensitive to the area's indigenous culture, but also condescending. Usher is a clammy, hot-tempered clod. So far, it sounds like something I do not want to watch. Their producer, Dougie, previously concocted a gruesome Bachelor knockoff. He's repugnant. This is the setup for an epic masterpiece of cringe comedy. 10 painful episodes, co-created by Finland, best known for his HBO squirm-inducing The Research, and Safety. The seagulls begin drifting apart after an odd incident that may be supernatural, or the issue may be that Whitney, played by Stone, with an exquisitely subtle palette for hostility and cunning, realizes she's the true star. As its filmmaker Albert Brooks directed, John Gate plus 8, but none of this will prepare you for the curse's ending, which is exhilarating, funny, yet absolutely terrifying. The first episode, I guess, is on tonight, November 10th. I'm not sure. I might have watched it had I not read that. I wish I hadn't read that. It sounds very confusing, so I'm not so sure. Oh, see, I normally don't talk about the ads here, but I was at Target yesterday and I saw this. It smells so good. It's the Olay body wash, and it actually smells good. It's expensive. I think it was $8.99, so it's on the expensive side, but it is something I would be willing to try. Let's see what else. Oh, there's section. We have Grace Hale with In the Pines, Adam Grant, Hidden Potential, and Ray Isle, The World in a Wine Glass. I bet there are lots of people that have the world in a wine glass. Not necessarily filled with wine, it's just wine glasses are very big, so you could put a whole lot in them. This is Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal was in The Last of Us, which I did not see, and The Mandalorian. And I think in The Mandalorian he had his face covered a lot of the times. But I think I saw him on Saturday Night Live and he seemed like he was quite funny. So that is Pedro Pascal. And here we have Jamie Foxx. I've always thought Jamie Foxx was extremely sexy. I do feel bad for him for this year, for his medical issues that he's had, and I wish him all the best, and I hope he's recovering. He was in Chicago for his rehabilitation. I'm not even sure what happened. I had heard that it was a stroke. It could have been many things, but the place that he was in mainly deal with neurological and stroke issues, so I'm assuming that it was something to do with that. Ryan Gosling, now he was just in the Barbie movie. I like Ryan Gosling in a print ad. I'm not sure about his acting. I haven't seen a whole lot. I only remember him in 2 other movies, and that was The Notebook and Numbers. Loved that movie, Numbers, that he was in. Let's see, we have Glenn Powell. I don't know who he is, and that is Bad Bunny. If you ever wanted to know, this is what a bad bunny looks like. I just like saying that name, Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny. You're a bad bunny. Now I finally figured out who he was, and his name is Timothy Chalamet, which is an awesome name. He's been on a lot of stuff. This is, I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Messi. That's the soccer player Messi. There is a YouTube channel, and there is a large cat. I'm not sure if he was a panther, a lion, or whatever, but he is named after Messi. His owner, Sasha, I think they're from Russia. I love to watch this cat's YouTube channel. It's crazy. We have Jacob Glordy, I don't know who he is either. And Rizmat. See, I haven't seen these, but this fella right here, this man right here, we all know that's Lenny Kravitz. Still a very, very good looking man. Lenny Kravitz. His mother was Roxy Roker on The Jeffersons. I always think that's a great bit of trivia. Usher's still relevant. I did not know that. Usher's in here, and we have Stephen Yeun, Jason Kelsey. I think, is he Travis Kelsey's brother? I think he might be. Jeremy Renner had a bad year. Jeremy Renner, if you don't know, got run over by a snow truck. And the weird thing about it is he was the one driving the snow truck. He was driving it to clear Sexiest Grandpa. Do you guys remember Pierce Brosnan when he was Remington Steele? And when he was James Bond and he had that slick back hair? I'm not saying he's still a good looking man. It's just, wow, he has aged, and so have I. But he is voted the sexiest grandpa. Wow. We have Trevor Noah is the sexiest funny guy. I'm not so sure about that, but Trevor Noah is a cutie. Sexiest morning host is Mark Consuelos. That is Kelly Ripa's husband. Sexiest TikTok star, Jalen Noble. Now, as I mentioned before, I do have a TikTok channel. I haven't watched TikTok, so that's pretty bad. I probably should start watching TikTok if I'm going to have a TikTok channel, so I know what people are watching. Imagine the memories. I love sugar cookies. Absolutely adore sugar cookies. Don't know what that is. That says 3-ingredient marble holiday cookies. Has anybody ever made those? You know, I love sugar cookies, but I also love the peanut butter cookies that you make with the Pillsbury dough, and then you put the chocolate kiss in the middle of them. I love those. Love those. We have Nordstrom home for the holidays. The best gifts for everyone you love, all in one place. Plus party outfits, festive decor, and services that make holiday shopping easy. Nordstrom. These are like really cute outfits, like really cozy, homey. They remind me of the 80s, 90s look. They really do. And here we have Travis Kelce. Okay, number one. I did not know who he was until he started dating. Oh my god, Taylor Swift. Until he started dating Taylor Swift. 2, I was not even really aware that Taylor Swift was a thing until about 2 months ago. And then I was like, oh my gosh, she is just blown up. She's everywhere. So, still have to get to all my Taylor Swift stuff that I have. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. That is Channing Tatum, I know that much. I don't know who the guys in the tutus are. Jake Shane, Paul Stanley from Kiss, Noah Beck, Aaron Rodgers, and Miles Teller. Oh, I think they all went to the Taylor Swift concert. That's why they're pictured there. Yeah. Just advertisement for eye drops. And then we have the eyes. The eyes have it. Do you know whose eyes these belong to? Who has the prettiest eyes, do you think? There's lots with pretty eyes in here. Let's see. These eyes look very pretty, like they're looking off into dreamland. These eyes look like they're looking right in you. And nice. And here's the answers down here. But I'm sure you can figure out who those eyes are. Oh, this is Streisand has her own book, which I actually would read this. It's told in her own words. So these are things that she's recounted, that she's lived, that she knows. Definitely I would read this book. Oh, let's see. Advice from a legend. People were looking for some sort of rivalry between me and Judy Garland, and when they couldn't find anything, they made it up. I found Judy to be completely generous, and Judy's own daughter, Liza Minnelli, says that her mother's first reaction on hearing me sing was to say, "I'm never going to open my mouth again." She was like that, very self-deprecating. So, she was compared to Judy Garland. I wouldn't have even thought of them being in the same musical category. There they are together, right there. And Barbra Streisand is married to James Brolin. She was married to Elliot Gould, and that's how she has her son Jason. So yeah, this would be a very, very interesting book to read. Chris Harrison and Lauren Zima, his final rose. He got married. He gave her the rose. Yes, he gave her the rose. I've never watched The Bachelor either. I've lived such a sheltered life, haven't I? Going through these People magazines, I know about these people, I have not watched that show. Okay, Seek, now I know. Our big gay wedding. The Superstore actor and the Survivor favorite exchanged vows in a Bride Bougie event. Now, I remember him from Superstore, and I remember him from Survivor. Zeke transitioned from a woman, and now he's a man. He was on Survivor. Yep, Santos and Smith exchanged vows at the Parker Palms Springs Hotel in a ceremony officiated by Superstore co-star Mark McKinney. Love Mark McKinney. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. That is nice. Let's see. When Nico Santos met Survivor alum Zeke Smith at the GLAAD Media Awards in 2018, the Superstore actor did something out of character. He made the first move. I'm extremely shy, but for whatever reason, I was like, "What's your story? Let's hang out." After getting engaged at the same award show 4 years later, the pair tied the knot on November 4th during Pride weekend in Palm Springs, California. It's our big gay wedding, Santos. We're not very serious people, so we're calling it our silly bougie wedding. How nice. I'm very happy for them. It looks like a very colorful wedding. I like that. A wave of healing. Former service members struggle with mental and physical injuries are using the power of the ocean to find new hope. Oh, they're surfing. Well, water is extremely calming, and I can imagine being in the water and then being balanced. It all comes together, so I can totally see that happening. See, I do love it when People magazine has extremely positive stories. Don't get me wrong, they feels doubly blessed after reuniting with family last year. She developed a deep bond with her paternal grandmother Donna, who died in October. And last July, she and her kids traveled to Florida for a family celebration. We were 5 generations in the same room. It was amazing. So she finally found her connection after, all of this for so long. Cancer brought us closer, a mother and daughter's bond. First, her mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Then at 21, Danica Giovanni learned that she had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Together, they faced the toughest challenge of their lives. That's probably a good story too. I haven't read this one yet. I'll probably read this magazine this weekend. But if you want to purchase it, I'm sure it'll be on newsstands today, I think. Oh, let's see. The Crown reign ends as the final season of the Netflix hit debuts. Queen Elizabeth's death looms large. How the royal drama reshaped the last monarch's image. I am a huge fan of the English royal family, but I don't have Netflix and I've never seen The Crown. I know I should. I just should go ahead and spend, I think it's, $6.99 for Netflix. Just get it, and maybe I can catch up before it is over. Yeah, I really need to watch that. What I wish I could tell you. Jane Trebek to Alex Trebek, the widow of the Jeopardy host, shares what she learned from her husband of 30 years who died 3 years ago at age 80. I did like watching Alex Trebek. I thought he had a good personality. I mean, he was probably harsh, but I think that was his personality. What's new in nails? I need to learn what's new in nails. I seem to wear the same nails all the time, and I like them because they're just plain. I think that's why I wear them all the time. Super Stick Manny. That's next level press-ons. In fall 2021, Olive and June launched their first press-on nail collection to reviews. 2 years later, Princess